believe it's Thursday, isn't it? I'm not sure. I don't even keep track anymore. But okay. Good morning, everyone. And I forgot to put a title in on this one. Duh. Ugh. But the good news is I made sure. I got a fully charged set of batteries in the vape today. Every now and then, what I'm used to doing is before I go to bed, I'll swap out the batteries on the vape and all that. And there's nights though when I am just so dead tired. It gets towards bedtime. I'm like, screw this. I'm going to bed, and I just get up and head out. But like I said, it's one of the reasons why I still leave for work so early to this day. Is because this way, in case something does go wrong, I know I can drive back to the house, get what I need, and probably make it back here with plenty of time to still get into work. Not like a bunch of these weirdos and all that who show up to work like 2 minutes before they're supposed to be in, and then, because it's a good walk to get back to where I work at. So, okay, here's the skinny for all of one of you who are here so far. Apparently, Ruby's attic or whatever flat set is still up at Bad Wolf. And word is they may be shooting some more stuff with Millie coming up in the future. So apparently she's down, but not completely out. As far as the show goes, she's obviously being replaced by Verada Sethu, but not completely. She's gonna still be there, lurking around in the background like Gollum, my precious dog. But at the same time, I'm beginning to think it's, like I said, we'll have to see. Because it could be they're just blowing smoke up our ass, to cover, for this nonsense, because that ain't what I'm hearing. But you never know. I'm not 100% correct. Nobody ever is in this game. You just got to take what you can get and, interpret it for yourself. And that's why I bounce it out to you folks. Look, this is what I heard. What do you think? Gosh, I remember when I got into this game like a billion years ago. And I didn't know anybody. And like I said, just slowly over time, you start, meeting people online and all that, and getting, and like I said, sometimes you do got to separate the wheat from the chaff, because there's people who are trying to genuinely help you out, but then there's people who are throwing you a bone to throw you off the scent, and then there's the people who are just deliberately making shit up. But this is straight from the source. This is so this is all legit so far. This came straight from the big RTD apparently. Also, the unit headquarters set is going to be used again very soon. But there's still no word on what happened to the spin-offs. We were going to have this big, magnificent, lovely universe where everybody was going to be running around doing the thing. And so far, nada. So I'm beginning to wonder with, all the stuff going on in the world and all this and that, if, maybe we should hold back on this. Come on. Or somebody was, overheard the word class and then, they got panicked. But we're moving it forward on like 5 spin-offs. Class! Oh, whoa, nope. Yeah, I already mentioned that. Yeah. No, what happens is I usually come to work with a fully charged battery, and then I'm good for the day. Like I said, it's weird how much people like... I'll see people on their phones all day long here. I'm talking, they are charging their phone at work 2 or 3 times a day, and I'm like... I walk in here with a full load of batteries for my vape, and I'm good till well after I get home. And same thing with my phone. I come in here with the phone 100% charged. I usually leave with it anywhere from, for almost about 30 something to 40% still charged. So, yeah, that would be weird if the Merc I got its own spin-off, We're trying to save it. We're gonna save the Merc. I can see that now. The guys out there, save the whale, save the Merca. Ugh. Save the Candyman. Bring back the Quarks. The Chumleys. What happened to the Chumleys? Ugh. But it is a weird, weird, weird world we live in. That's the problem, though. Nobody wants the Vervoids back. Those vagina-headed cretins. I can see that now, a modern version of the Vervoids. Doctor, it's staring at me with its... That's not an eye. That's not an eye. Well, what is it? It's the and of course today is even colder than it was yesterday. Matter of fact, for you folks who are curious, it is 23 degrees Fahrenheit here in the parking lot this morning. Yesterday, I walked into work. I didn't even have the liner in my jacket. I had a beautiful breeze, a warm breeze blowing through the 4 or 5 hairs left on the top of my head. And it was magnificent. And then by the time first break rolled around, I was freezing my ass off. The temp literally, dropped like a rock. It's... Ugh. Besides, I'm in a really good mood anyway. Our Hay Hoods, our Hay Hood. Well, my God, our Hay Hood. It's R.R. Haywood. Duh. It has already started announcing that the next chapters of his Undead series have being proofreaded and all that apparently right now, and will be out for publication sometime this year. And I've been waiting that for a couple of years now. But apparently he has written a buttload of adventures. And if you haven't listened to The Undead by R.R. Haywood, or you haven't read it, I listened to it on audiobook. Please do so. It is not, trust me, you're going to start out thinking, oh great, it's another one of them zombie type stories or apocalypse stories. It's not your atypical zombie story. Trust me on this. I'm not going to give away too much because it's got everything you need in an adventure. Sure, you've got zombies and all that, but it has a way different twist on it, and the characters are just so damn good, between being funny, sad, tragic, and also, just plain hilarious in some cases. I still listen to that series. I've been to that series like 4 or 5 times now, and I still bust out laughing out loud at some parts, which makes people think at work think I'm insane. Which can be a good thing in this day and age, because you don't want, people won't jack an insane person. So the Ruby Rose flat set is still up, which means we could see more of the Ruby Sunday, fam. Okay, I have not watched the Shogun reboot. I've been tempted to, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just, I haven't watched the Or Ruby Sunday's clan. Yeah, that's why I said Ruby Rose. Why am I saying Ruby Rose? Oh, that's right, because Ruby reminded me of Rose. Oh. Well, that's good to hear that anybody's out of the hospital. So you may hear more from the Sunday clan. And also, yeah, the unit headquarters set is still up. Which, in a way, I kind of figured that was going to happen because that's a pretty big, expensive set. It's kind of like the Men in Black headquarters type deal. I'll then introduce you to the twins, and Bob. Well, like I said, I'm not going to say anything about past companions comparing to a companion that we have not seen yet. Okay? We have not, seen the episodes with that character. So we don't know how that character is going to fare or do yet. But all right, Kate Mulgrew is coming to your con in summer. Well, that's good. I've never met Kate Mulgrew, but one of the things, though, I like to do with actors and actresses, especially the Star Trek ones, if I do encounter them, is I like to ask some questions about something that's not even in that area. And like I said, I did that with Patrick Stewart when he was here years ago. It was back when one of the X-Men film was coming up, and it's like everybody was either asking him about X-Men or, of course, Star Generation. And it was always about Star Trek or that. And then I was like, I got to ask him something that has nothing to do with Star Trek. And that's when I asked him, how come Patrick, this is back, I think, before he was Sir Pat. I said, how come we haven't seen you on Doctor Who yet? He goes, well, they haven't asked me. And I'm like, well, we've got to get to working on that. Because, then, Sir Ian McKellen, of course, was on as the voice of, what would become known as the Great Intelligence. And the Abominable Snowman, or the Snowman. I still call him the Abominable Snowman. It's like because I confuse it up with, of course, the Patrick Troughton serial. But of course, the Snowman, not the Abominable Snowman. They were ugly, mean snowmen with teeth, but they weren't abominable. Oh well. So if I ever make Kate Mulgrew, I'd have to be like, so Kate, I'm definitely not asking about that role she had in that one series that was based off Finders Keepers, the second season of, what do you call it, Mr. Mercedes. No. I don't want to remember that. Where she needed proper circulation, and you people who've seen it know what I'm talking about. It's burned into my memory. Okay, I'd ask her about, like, Remo Williams. Because if you've not seen Remo Williams, The Adventures Begins, there's a very young Kate Mulgrew in that movie. And like I said, sadly, for reasons they don't know, because the movie did do well, the sequel never happened. But of course, today they would declare it racist because Joel Grey, a man who was born in Cleveland, was playing Chun. And they really had to tone down Chun, because I've listened to some of the stuff with, based off the books with the Chun, the character, and Chun didn't like anybody. But, okay. Well, folks, it is that time again. I got to run inside, so please be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll definitely be seeing you on the flip side. Take care, everyone, and have a great morning.